You, strong, united, interracial crew. We have replaced you. Strong, united, interracial crew. We have replaced you. Strong, united, interracial crew.
Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Lamont Jenkins from Ida Vox and One People's Project, and we are here to do part two for our retrospective on Charlottesville, which is, as you know, is the 8th anniversary of eight years. It's already been 8 years. I mean, we're now working with people who heard about this when they were a kid, if you really think about it. And they got to be in that street now. And there's a lot we're going to talk about. But one of the things that we're going to do today, we're going to spend time looking at some of the video that we had, that I shot and others shot. Marina, I believe, has some footage. And
Daryl, before we go
on
to that, just thinking about 8 years, like just 8 years. I mean, like it's been 8 years, that's a long time, but also it's just been 8 years and we're living in a totally different world now. For those of us who were in Charlottesville that day to try to counter those white supremacists, the police, they just stood on the sideline, right? They didn't protect anybody. But today, I think that there would be a fear that they would literally shoot those anti-fascist protesters in the street. Like the violence that's directed against people who are in the street today, the stakes are so much higher. The world has just changed so much in 8 years. And in some ways that day was kind of that pivot moment when everything changes, it feels like.
And I want to just say straight up that I think a lot of times what you're seeing today is Trump or Bannon or Stephen Miller, trying to provoke people to act as things went down in Charlottesville. But I don't think we're taking the bite. I don't think they're taking the bait. And I really look and we're going to have an article on Ida Vox in a couple of days. It's basically a warning, I should say commentary, really, but it's a warning just to be mindful of what's going on in Cincinnati right now, because they've been trying to go after Cincinnati's black community for a while, since the beginning of this year. If everybody remembers, there was a Nazi crew that jumped out of some U-Hauls and tried to have a rally in a town called Lincoln Heights, Ohio. A black neighborhood, a black town. And they got turned out. They got chased out right back into their van or trucks. And there's a particular Klansman that's been trying to try to start some nonsense out there for a while after that. And after this thing that's going on, and I should say this, if you're hearing about the whole thing from the jazz festival in Cincinnati, where there were stories about black people, mobs of black people just beating up on white people. I should say, first of all, it started because of some drunk white guy started berating, attacking people, yelling at folks, starting fights with people during the festival, slapped a black dude, and everybody just basically handled him and his friends. Problem is, only thing you have seen was whatever what you see going viral is what end wokeness account on Twitter put out. And that means they left out the slap from the white guy, and tried to make it like it was just some roving black people attacking white people wherever they saw them or whatever. And remember what I said about and wokeness. That's a white supremacist by the name of Jack Posobiec, and we've had problems with him before, and he's known for trying to pull kinds of stunts like this, and that's the one who's ginning up things, and he has some really quick some connections that make you wonder whether or not he is trying to provoke for other how should I say interests. And that's what we're going to be writing about. That's what's going to be written about in a couple of days. So, but in any case, we want to get back here to talk about Charlottesville, and I am going to say that there's going to be some tricky. Can y'all say the word before I flip out? Triggering. There's going to be some triggering going on here. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot of things going on that you are probably you might not be ready to see. 8 years later, it looks like it could have been yesterday, honestly. And we're going to talk. I think there's going to be times when we stop here and there because there are times when we're going to want to make some commentary and we want to say that what we're looking at. I know I'm going to here and there. We don't want to just talk over the video, but we will. But all right, so we're going to start off with this little march because so I was editing this up, and there was some footage that I wanted to add to the 20-minute video that we are going to look at, and I'm just going to start off with that one since we have to do it short. I mean, rather on its own. So let me grab that right now. And this is when basically a group called Vanguard America had marched in, and there's a few members of Identity Europa also marching with them, plus some interesting characters that you're going to see here. This group eventually, a lot of people in this group eventually broke off and now call themselves Patriot Front. Basically, you know Patriot Front because you see them jumping out of U-Haul trucks, the back of trucks, have a little rally for about 20 minutes and then jump back in the trucks and head on out. Ironically, we just saw over the past week ICE jumping out of the back of U-Hauls, and oh gee, wonder where they got that from. So
and the Patriot Front people have a habit of littering up whole states with their stupid little stickers that the members have to buy them from Tommy Rousseau at some inflated price.
That's the member. That's the leader of Patriot Front, and was a member of is the main leader in Charlottesville.
Yeah, they put those stickers everywhere, and we have to clean them up.
Yeah, and we have no problem doing that. I have a banner of theirs in my office right now. So, all right, so we're going to look at this video right quick, and then we'll go to the larger one, and then if we have anything that we want to say about any of this, we will. to talk about him. That guy that we just saw, the black dude, is actually Indian. He goes by the name KK. That's his moniker. He's a Proud Boy now. He's a Proud Boy, and here he is with this crew. Yes, Beth.
I just wanted to talk about what they're shouting, that blood and soil slogan. Thinking about, like you were saying, Daryl, some of the people who are watching this were little kids when Charlottesville happened. That slogan they're shouting is literally a slogan from Nazi Germany. The blood is this racist idea of this master race. I guess you're seeing some of the master race there. You can decide how great you think they are. And then the soil is their settlement area, this land they're claiming, and it's literally Nazi Germany slogan, the Nazis who carried out the Holocaust. I mean, that's who these people idolize, who they want to be. So I just wanted to explain that slogan. We heard that all over Charlottesville during these 2 days.
And you know, to be really counter to what people say, I don't have a problem with their slogan. Wouldn't mind to mix their blood with the soil.
Right on.
All right. No comment. All right. So we're going to look a little bit more at this. They call themselves American Vanguard.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Yeah, that's the crew. We'll go play with them a little bit more.
Got him, Daryl.
Huh?
Got him.
Oh, yeah, I was just saying, get the guy with the Confederate flag. He's Klan.
Yeah, I talked to him. I got an interview with him.
Did he say his name?
It's the guy from Harrison, Arkansas. What's his name?
Oh, the dude you was talking about? Okay.
Yeah. He was from the Harrison, Arkansas guy.
Shields on the outside!
All right, hold on. Remember,
Down the line, to the right!
I reported it. So.
why is a black man hanging with a white supremacist group? You've already been replaced! You've already been replaced! You've already been replaced! Huh? No, I don't want to interview. I just want to videotape. I want them to. You've already been replaced. Huh? What did I say? You will not replace us. Sorry.
People are screaming will not replace us. Must feel threatened.
So I just want to point out, incidentally, you hear them saying you will not replace us. Everybody, I mean, I didn't know that when it was at the statue at the night before, they had changed that to Jews will not replace us, because they all said you won't replace us. That was the slogan. That was the slogan for those who don't know. But hey, I'm not arguing with anybody in regards to that. We understood what they meant, no matter who they are referring to. And yes, you saw me and Marina basically dealing with both of them on both sides, I should say, while they were up there. And don't worry, you're going to see Beth.
And this hat, it's the same hat, except it's got more stuff on it now.
I can't find anything that I had from that day.
And it's still got the pepper spray that I got on it.
All right. So what I am going to do next is where in tarnations that I put the other video. Well, I know where it is, but I just got to get that. I got to get something queued up here. This is the longer video that we're about to look at, and there's it's a little bit now. Basically, to make it clear, what you just saw happened somewhere close to the beginning. It's not. It was not in. How should I say? It wasn't in order. I mean, basically, you just saw something that we were dealing with from the beginning. When you watch this video, a lot of what you are seeing is in order of how we've seen everything. So,
just to throw a little historical context on that Jews will not replace us, you will not replace us slogan. The earliest instance of that in the United States goes back to a 2-page color spread in a magazine called The Judge that was published in New York in July 22nd, 1882. That's when a lot of Jewish people were immigrating out of Russia into the United States because of the pogroms in Russia. So this whole anti-immigrant, the Jews are going to replace us. These Nazis got nothing new. They're just taking the ugly of the past and trying to make it our present and our future. And what we got to say is, no, we got a better world waiting for us.
And my great-grandfather came to this country from Romania, and that was because of the pogroms of 1905. That's when he left, and he got kicked out of Spain, and my family got kicked out of Spain in 1492. So, on that side of my family has been going on a long time. The other side of the family, well, that's where the U.S. government invented waterboarding, Filipino.
I mean, they got all this slick media they do, but the stuff that they're peddling is the ugliest, oldest tropes in human history, and it's time for something new.
We need to replace them. We're replacing them.
Oh, like I said, we've already have. That was.
Yeah, I love that line you shot back at them, Daryl.
So now we're going to look at the full one. This one's going to be about 20 minutes, and we're going to go in and out for sure on this one. And I did not open it up, did I? Hold on a second here. And I thought I opened it up, but I did not. So let me go back to this. And okay, there we are. So we're going to be looking at basically a lot of what happened that day with us. And it's like I said, it's gonna be jarring to a lot of people. Never mind triggering, it's gonna be jarring. So just be prepared for that. And I hope, never mind jarring, never mind it being triggering. I hope it inspires, for lack of a better term, I hope it means that you're gonna want to do something like right now, because it is worse. If we do have ICE agents basically parried in Patriot Front with the jumping out of the U-Hauls, then yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that. We really are. And we're trying, but we're gonna have to insist that this nonsense ends. So this is, like I said, it's about 20 minutes. But we're gonna talk through it and what have you. And if we need to stop to talk about certain things here, then we will. So we'll begin. And this was us at the beginning. This is some footage that I saw from when we first got there. And some of the places had closed down for the show, for the day, or stayed open. Hold up. Some of the chalk writings that we saw. The infamous statue.
That was just pure, like like agitation. There's no point.
Yeah, exactly. Don't have to be.
Man, those guys,
Are you put a kiss through?
No.
Do you need to be down with Solomon? I have no idea. I have no comments.
There he is.
No. Do you need to be down with Solomon?
We talked about. I'm gonna pause
Right back at you, you son of a bitch.
I'm gonna go back to him in a minute, but we talked about Saul Cipolla.
Exactly. Don't have to be.
Not to in the last in yesterday's gig. And that's him right there. And he was a Proud Boy, but I don't think he's a Proud Boy anymore. It should be pointed out that Gavin said that there should not be any Proud Boys going to Charlottesville, and yet he showed up. And you're going to see some other ones that are, we already saw KK, but you're going to see someone else that is very known in the Proud Boys, but he wasn't a Proud Boy yet. So I just want to lay that out there. So we're going to go back to that and me getting at somebody who's wearing a Hitler shirt, a Hitler T-shirt. So I gave him some crap.
No. Do you need to be down with Solomon? Interview.
Right back at you, you son of a bitch. Right back at you.
Won't be the first time I've had to take it.
It won't be the last neither.
Free speech. I got this. You got this.
Yeah, we had those folks.
Come to Christ. God did not want homosexuals.
Oh shit.
He is man and woman. That was his plan.
There's your line,
Because
Beth.
everybody, that man also stood for freedom of religion and thought. Don't look at the negative.
See, that's
look at the positive.
Thing to say, is the New Testament hate speech?
Well, do you eat pork? Do you eat oysters?
This guy killed himself a couple of years ago.
Do you understand why God gave rules to the Jews? He was back in that culture. It was under here. Let me find that out. In that culture, of course. I'm Andrew, by the way. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Your name? Let it shine. Okay. So in the Old Testament, like in ancient cultures in general, it was understood that.
Pause. Now, look, third person from the left with the sunglasses on. That's our killer. The one who murdered Heather Heyer. He's standing with and dressed just like the America Vanguard folks. Although we can't say that he was a member of the group, but he's dressed just like him.
I want to point out too, Daryl, for people who may be seeing this the first time and they've heard all the both sides isms. I mean, you can look at who's there. You can look at who showed up for violence. They're dressed, in their matching clothes with their shields and their helmets. And you look at the other side, you got like college kids in street clothes, clergy singing "This Little Light of Mine." I mean, it could not be more different. Who showed up looking to do bad things that day?
Exactly. Go.
And I'm with the organization called RefuseFascism.org. And we are here because we are here to stand up against what's happening in the city. And we're here to also bring you a message. And the message is that in the name of humanity, we refuse to accept a fascist America. And so, on our way up here, we were marching, and I had several conversations with people, and there were, some people were like, oh, I don't want to talk about the president, right? But I think it's important to make the connection between why we're here, trying to face off the KKK and these other white supremacist groups, and the President of the United States. Yes.
I'm going to pause right there, and we'll go back to the line in a minute. But I just want to stress that, you know, that was, I don't know if a lot of people knew about the rally of our side of progressives and activists that were going to oppose this thing. I don't think a lot of people knew about that. No one talks about that particular rally, and I wanted to put that piece of footage up so people would know. I will say, I gotta say it because a lot of people will bring it up, but you know, refuse fascism catches hell here and there, and a lot of people don't like them. But the fact of the matter is, this wasn't about one particular group. This was about everybody coming out against this group. There was a whole bunch of different groups in this out there trying to make sure that these idiots didn't go but so far. So
there were more of us opposing than there were of them, weren't there?
Yeah, no, yes, but there was definitely a sizable number for both sides, to be honest.
Yeah, but you're right. You don't hear about us, and there were a lot of us.
And to be fair, Refuse Fascism was also at inauguration opposing there too. I remember seeing them walking around there as well. Just near where Spencer got punched in the face, I saw a column of them. Not saying their people did it. I'm not going to say anything about who did it.
They didn't have anything to do with
it. The puncher is still unknown, correct?
Yes. Absolutely.
I'm face blind.
And we're going to keep it that way. No one's looking for him.
Nobody can make me recognize a face because they can prove I can't recognize faces. So,
and you actually mentioned that. You actually mentioned that to in the video that I don't have up in here. You said to Sal Sabola, you said you're face blind. It was so funny. It was like I never heard that term before.
It's important to make the connection between why we're here, trying to face off the KKK and these other white supremacist groups, and the President of the United States. Yes.
Yep. I don't know if you want to say anything about this. Yeah. I do want to say that we did see Cora West going in here. And this was before anything really started popping off, too. That's the important thing. We have already won. We have already won. We have already won. We have already won. Here's where the drama begins.
Look at you in the bushes.
The one waving the flag, he ended up getting locked up for something.
Oh, you got your suit. You might have the park, we have everything else. Out of my sight! Hands up! Follow your leader, motherfucker! Out of my sight! Hands up! Out of my sight!
Those aren't soldiers, those are oath keepers, 3%ers. You don't have to pay attention to any order that they give you.
Freeze, 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 freeze.
And let me say something. There was a guy in the helmet. That's Gabriel Sohier Chaput, and he is from Montreal. He got in trouble in Montreal for his Nazism. I think he actually spent some time.
He went to jail?
Yeah, he got.
You talked about the person on the stairs with the sunglasses, correct?
Mm-hmm. And
Yes.
wasn't that the guy from the Identity Europa on the left? The red beard?
With the red beard? I can go, I mean, I have to look again, but let's take a look and see where he is. Okay. Oh, by the way, I can't, for right now, off the top of my head, and I'm just going to make sure that his name is underneath him when we go back to this dude. But he got locked up. He got locked up for something too.
The guy coming out of the bushes.
Yeah.
Something I was thinking too as we were looking at that was the presence of the militias there. And for a lot of people, me included, that was the first time I'd been at a protest. I mean, that's not what this is going to be, but at an event where there were militias present like that. I think it was really confusing to people because they tried to present themselves as some kind of authority, like they could.
Right.
And I heard you telling people like you don't have to follow their orders, but they were carrying like big long guns and really presenting themselves as if they were like a police agency or something.
Correct. And that was one of the reasons why people had to I had to say that, because there was a problem with people listening to them.
Yeah, and that was the first time I saw that. But I remember by October of that year, a protest. It was as another white supremacist rally in Tennessee, and the sheriff's department in that county asked one of these local militias to help police this standoff between the anti-fascists and these white supremacists. So they were there in between us. So that, I mean, like in so many ways, Charlottesville was the beginning of the moment we're in, I think.
Okay. I want to go back. I want to see if I can find that person. We're going to go back here. And where are you looking? Are you talking about this guy, the guy behind my boy Chris, with the in the top left corner? He was definitely.
Yep. Isn't he Identity Europa?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Damn it! And he's also stolen valor, but he's also going to be a name that I have to put underneath when we get back when I edit this up. But I also want to mention two people. I'll get back to this.
Oh, you got your suits.
Hold on. Okay, the guy with the.
You might have the park, we have everything else.
We'll get back to him in a minute.
Out of my sight! Follow your leader!
Okay, the guy with the white shirt, with the white suit on, his name was Andrew Dotson. And a couple of years ago, I would say, let me see, but in 2018, actually, a year after this, he killed himself.
He was a nuclear scientist and had very high level job, and he destroyed his career, and that's part of why he killed himself.
Yeah, he died. He was in New Hampshire, actually. he committed suicide in Stratham, New Hampshire, even though I believe he's from the South. I mean, I'm not really sure, but I got to check that one. And like I said, there's going to be other names here. It's going to be some fun editing on my part here.
But Raina mentioned that he destroyed his career. I mean, there were several people who came out that day who were identified as being there, and their careers were over. But of course, now they're working for the White House. You know, the ones who, many of them.
And you know, Daryl, you wrote an article recently on July 31st, and you're talking about tradition family property. One of the Identity Europa people has been working for TFP for quite some time at their Spring Grove headquarters. I have a particular interest in that place because I went to school. That was St. Francis Prep. I got sent to a Catholic boarding school when I was a kid, and that place was taken over by TFP. So it's like,
for those who don't know, TFP is a Catholic cult. And they're so bad. I mean, they're considered a hate group with the SPLC because of their anti LGBTQ plus activities, but they're so bad they actually got kicked out of CPAC. They're that bad. But
yeah, they
there's
were
another person here. There's someone else here that okay, right there, and the sunglasses and the in the gray and the ball cap. I'm gonna pull them out a little bit more.
Those aren't soldiers, those are oath keepers, 3%ers. You don't have to pay attention to any order that they give you.
Okay, you see the guy in the black, in the red plaid shirt and the sunglasses? That's Enrique Tarrio. He wasn't a Proud Boy yet. He was rolling with those they was rolling with the militia groups. And there were other people from Florida. Some of them got locked up. We're going to see a few of them in a minute, but I just wanted to point out that yeah, he was there. He was there. And he wasn't on our side.
Midwest to the South! From the Midwest to the South! From the Midwest to the South! Come on! From the Midwest to the South! Punch a Nazi in the mouth! From the Midwest to the South! Punch a Nazi in the mouth! Right here! Right there! Come on, baby! Come on, baby! I'm waiting on you, sweetie! Right here, sweetie! I'm waiting on you! Wait a minute, are you a girl or a boy? I don't want to misgender you, fat ass! You still suck my dick, though! You probably got one! You still suck my dick!
You probably don't!
I'm looking at your pants there, and there should be something there.
Yeah, go, Chris! Sorry. Bye, Chris! Then I'll dox your company!
Yeah, we should roll in. He is known. I forgot what it's called.
They're opening up the park now.
For the record, if anybody, if I recognize people, I'm just gonna have the name. This is the person you were talking about.
Here. I'm every freaking race.
You have a right to exist.
But you do not exist at the expense of others. That's the issue.
Yeah, the issue is
You do not have the right to exist at the expense of others. You do not have the right to exist at the expense of others.
yeah, sure, I agree.
Yeah, that's what this is all about. When they say you will not replace us, it's not about replacing them. Shit. It's about being a part of what we all are anyway.
Yeah, your back should be facing us, protecting us from fucking fascists. Didn't American Nazis once what the fuck happened? Yeah, what happened? Now we allow them to...
You hear what they're saying? They're talking to the militia.
Well, we also killed
Thinking that they're really cops.
Oh, yeah, well, commies fucked up fascists, didn't they?
You didn't do shit. Let's get that straight, toy soldier. I served, so don't even fuck with me.
Yeah, you serve in useless wars
No, did not serve in the war.
for your masters. You serve for wars for your masters.
So I'm supposed to join y'all? I'm supposed to join y'all?
I don't know, I'm anti-war.
So am I, even though I was in the military. Now I fight. Hey, let me put it like this. I know what side I'm on, baby. I know what side I'm on. I'm on the right side, by the way. Huh? Where did I serve? I was stationed here in Virginia.
Hey, that's cool. We need people like you.
What group are you representing?
I'm representing myself.
You know, it's funny. Everybody's running around here having the American Vanguard sign, and no one wants to say that they're...
There's atheists, there's Christians, there's pagans.
Well, the main attraction hasn't gotten here yet. Where's Spencer? Where's Heimbach? Where's Jeff Scoop? Why are they leaving?
Nazi scum! Nazi scum! This ain't even your town, inbred! Fuck you! Nazi scum! Nazi scum! Nazi scum! Nazi scum!
Back on that sidewalk, man.
Nazi scum! 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 I wonder why
Because we protect our women and keep them at home.
Protect your women?
You got disease, you filthy fucking walking beat.
And that scumbag we just saw. Oh, that was the first. That was the guy I was yelling at before. But the person that was wearing the white T-shirt, his name is Dan DeAmbley, and he started a group here in New Jersey called the European Heritage Association, the New Jersey European Heritage Association. And I had to cause him a little bit of pain a couple of years back because he lives in my area. And not this guy. Let me put it right on him. Let me put it right on Danby so everybody knows who I'm talking about here. Okay, bear with me. This is going to be edited.
Nazi scum! I wonder why
Give me a second.
Because we protect our women and keep them at home.
Protect your women?
You got disease, you filthy.
This guy. A couple of years ago, he was going after. He saw me in a parking lot as I was waiting to pick up somebody from a Planet Fitness that he was a member of, and he started taking pictures of me and of my car. And I said, okay, fine, screw it, you go do you. But he went after my friends as they came out. One of them was very severely autistic, and he started taking pictures of her and getting up in her face and freaking her out. So I made him eat it when I basically put his face in the damn wall so he could stop. So me and him really don't have love at all. He's been trying to come after me for the longest. And he's the one that's been trying to go after me in court for some other stuff nonsense that we regarding that upstate anti-fascist that doxed him. Actually didn't dox him. I know someone else who doxed him, but long story. And he lost his job with the Daily News because of it too. And that's how come he's mad at everybody. So
fucking walking Petri.
okay, freeze.
He is the man.
I'm gonna have to explain this one. I'm gonna go back. I pulled this one in. I mean, this is coming from that who you're about to see talking to me is hold on. Okay, so this person, the dude that you're seeing me with right here, his name is Alex Stokes. And me and him were cool, always will be cool, and have to be cool, especially now, because he is in jail right now. He's in prison. A couple of years back, matter of fact, on January 6th in Albany, New York, there was a rally, one of those Stop the Steal rallies. And some members of some of the Proud Boys showed up and started some nonsense with those that were protesting that rally. And some folks got hurt, and he came to the defense of those who were being attacked on our side, the counter protesters, and stabbed two of them. They survived, but the state of New York didn't see it as self-defense or any kind of defense, and he's sitting in jail for it for the next 20 years. And his story needs to be out there a little bit more. I mean, you can see it on IDAVOX. There's a lot of stories about him on IDAVOX, but this is him interviewing me in Charlottesville, and this is his footage, and he's a good dude. Seriously, a good dude. Go to freealexstokes.com, and you can see his story and what kind of basically comedian, huh? Commuting. Oh, fuck it. I'm gonna say this again. Let me try to say the word community. That's it. Okay. Let me try to say this again. If you want to learn more about him, you can go to freealexstokes.com, and you will see what kind of person he is in his town of Albany, New York, and how much of a pillar he really was or is. I have to say, he needs your help. He needs to be back in them streets. All right.
I mean, it's really important to say, he defended folks, and then the fascists got him on the ground. They broke his wrist, and he was on the ground being attacked by more than one of them when he brought his knife out. New York has, it's almost impossible to win a self-defense case in New York State. It's literally, when I lived there, when I'd be hiking, I would be worried about just having my pocket knife in my backpack, because the laws in New York are so messed up about knives or self-defense. It's absolutely horrendous.
He is the man. Been kicking Nazi ass for years, and we all owe him you know, for this generation.
Although I do apologize for
wildness.
For some of this.
Yeah, well, you know, we can't all save the world, you know, we work together. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name, right? Actually, I'm originally from New Jersey.
Oh, wow.
But I moved down to Philly because I had to go to where the work is. And, we started One People's Project in New Jersey, as a matter of fact. One People's Project is an organization that was founded in 2000 to oppose a Nazi rally, a white supremacist rally. But we figured that we just keep the momentum going because there was a lot that we had to fight. And sure enough, 17 years later,
Here we are again.
but here's the thing. As much, I think they have about 500 people, but they're really diminished from even those days in 2000. Yeah, they could come out in public and brag about how they're fast and whatever, but look at this, baby. Look at this. This happened, I mean, and there's more coming.
Yeah.
That's their problem. There's more coming.
You know, it's been 2017. I mean, you have some experience. This has just been nuts, right?
2016, 2015, 16, 17, all because we let some jackass become president. There was no excuse for this. This is when people realize, yeah, we dropped the ball and we could lose everything if we don't do something now.
Yeah.
We have to get a lot of our mainstreamers on board with that, but I think that's happening too because Cornel West is here. And of course, Cornel West is like on the peripheral of our mainstreamers, but I have never seen anyone of note other than when the Klans came to New York City. There was a few people I knew, of course, but to come down to a Klan rally, oh, here's more. Here's more.
Oh my God, really? Look at these clowns. They're a bunch of clowns.
I gotta get shot.
Yeah.
I want to see how many of these things.
Let's see here. Shaking in the skibbies.
This ain't Daryl, bro.
What did I tell you? He's been kicking Nazi ass forever.
Your coin collection, Daryl? Why, you want it?
Oh man, that was funny.
Told you to say my name.
I know, it's great. This is perfect.
I'm more known on the right than I am on the left, and it only ever since I was on Maddow, that changed dramatically.
Oh, you got a Rachel Maddow?
Oh, you didn't know?
I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, I was on Rachel Maddow about a year or so ago. Oh, yeah, it was pretty much a year or so.
You mind if I ask why a bunch of
Why do these assholes know me by name?
Yeah.
Because I have an organization called One People's Project. It's been around for 17 years, and I've been spending the past 17 years making everybody came down.
Okay.
And needless to say, it has definitely had an impact on their lives. The Clark brothers.
Okay, I just made reference to the Clark brothers. I'm pausing for a second here.
Oh, hell yeah.
The Clark brothers were some folks that basically Richard Spencer took into his under his wing. There were some they had all kinds of issues, but and they considered themselves to be Nazis and all of that. The shooting that happened in Pittsburgh and I guess I'm right off the top of my head, and I have to apologize to everybody because a lot of information that about this particular situation that happened in Pittsburgh. But remember, I mean, it's not coming to me right now, but it was a mass shooting, and because these two brothers were talking with the killer on Gab, they got pegged, or at least they thought they were pegged, because, you know, there's no telling what they would have done, and it put them in the crosshairs of crosshairs of the law, and in the end, Edward, that's one of the brothers, Edward Clark, killed himself, and then his brother ended up getting into some trouble in the wake of all of this, and once he got maxed out, you hadn't heard from him anymore, because there's a whole lot that was going on with those two, and they were here in Charlottesville. All
right. Me and Daryl got to get down to business here because shit might pop off, and we're there. That's what we're here for.
Here, let's break the ice. Let's break the ice. I am a communist.
We'll get back to her to this conversation in a minute, but I just want to introduce everybody to Millie Weaver. I don't know if she's involved in as much anymore. I haven't heard from her. I'm gonna look her up to see if she's doing stuff these days. But she had some. She's going to be a load of laughs in a few minutes. And if you see somebody holding an InfoWars microphone, then yeah, of course they're going to be ridiculous. But yeah, she's a load of laughs. But we can get back to her. Let's play with her.
Me and Daryl got to get down to business here because shit might pop off, and we're there. That's what we're here for.
Here, let's break the ice. Let's break the ice. I am a communist. I do support communist ideals. Are you a fascist?
I'm not a fascist.
Do you support fascist ideals?
You know what? No, I don't.
What do you support?
I support America, capitalism, patriotism, the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. Your right to be out here today. Your right to have.
So here's the question I have for you.
I support your right to be out here and protest and speak. You don't.
Here's the question. Here's the question I have for you.
The Klan's right to speak.
I support everyone's right.
Here's a question I have for you.
You would have defended their right to speak. The Confederate slave owners. You would have defended their rights, right?
Everyone's right to speak in America.
All right.
What about
everyone? We don't pick and choose who gets to speak.
Why do
in
you
America.
get to choose?
Have you been?
Speech advocates genocide.
Fire in a crowded theater.
No.
This is hate speech. This is Nazism.
Freedom of speech protects you from
No.
This is crazy, and you're crazy, and this is not America.
Hate speech is a matter of opinion. It's also
No. Have you been just as critical of the things that these people say?
Yes, I am critical.
Where have you been critical?
I do not support racism.
Have you told them that?
Yes, I have.
And where can we find you telling them that?
Actually on Alex Jones's Facebook page, I went and did a video last night.
Racism, deeds, not words. You're standing with these.
You know why? Because you guys are attacking me, and these men here are protecting me from you guys acting right.
White nationalists will protect you. White nationalists will protect you.
Shoes older than you.
You know what?
You should be ashamed. I have shoes older than you. You should be ashamed.
You should be ashamed.
You're a right-winger. You're a fucking right-wing fascist.
Shame on you.
Fascist.
Shame on you. You're not an American. You don't believe in free speech.
I don't believe in hate speech. I don't believe in hate speech.
You're using hate speech right now.
Tell me what free speech is.
Shame on you.
Educate me.
Shame on me. Well,
Hey, just out of curiosity, they don't believe in free speech or a lot of other freedoms either.
Do you guys jack off to Alex Jones in your meth lab?
Assault rifles are racist. I'm sorry, man.
People are not victims.
All you're doing no, they're not. They're hilarious.
I dare you.
All you're doing is giving her footage. We will. All you're doing.
She's giving us footage.
Yeah, that's what we're out here to do. We're out here to cover what's going on. And you guys
You harassed an old lady. Great job there.
Oh, yeah.
You should be real proud of yourself. Maybe get a fucking raise.
You guys are coming over here. Seriously, like, this is getting out of control.
up with a prayer line and all that. Oh, we got it. We're in control. We're controlling shit. Don't worry.
I should point out, okay, what according to Wikipedia and something that I have written on IDVox, she got arrested in August of 2020 over charges of theft and assault. I found out later that that was a domestic situation. But they said that that she raised over $170,000 behind her arrest, saying that she was arrested by the deep state. But Alex Jones fired her because she got arrested, and the charges got dropped. But I don't think she went back to Jones, and really she has, I guess she has something on Twitch, but no one's really heard from her lately. So
United interracial crew, we have replaced you. Strong, united interracial crew, we have replaced you. Strong, united interracial crew, we have. The fact that Planning Council is part of the dumpster fire, and like out of every 10 issues, they agree on 8 of them.
So you got our flag, we got your eye.
Hell yeah.
You got your eye, Chris? You got your eye.
But it don't hurt. You can't hit no girl.
Somebody hit. Something happened. Oh, shit.
and that is the end of the video. That last bit there, that dude was spraying pepper spray all in the air, and that marked the first time I ever got hit with pepper spray at a rally. So yeah, but that's the footage that I have for today, and I have lots more, but I in the interest of time, I couldn't dig it all up. I mean, there's video of me slapping this guy from the Daily Stormer named never mind. I'm going to try to say his name.
Asmador.
Thank you. Who died last year? Was it last? Yeah, last year. He died last year. He called me the N-word, so I smacked him in the back of his head.
Yeah, he was on the run for years and years and years, and I believe he had a heart attack hiding out somewhere. I don't even think he had particularly heavy charges. He just ran for 6 years. I don't know what they had on him, but he just ran.
And there was some footage that I also was looking for, but I couldn't find it, of when the Nazis were marching up the stairs. Beth was standing up there with the prayer line, and they shoved her out of the way, and a whole bunch of them and everybody, and that started another brouhaha. You're muted.
I just opened, if I could share them for a second, a few of the images from after Heather was murdered, of the if folks want to see these, of the gatherings there where she was killed. This was the next day here. And I'm outraged, Heather. If you remember her last social media post, if you're not outraged, you're not paying attention.
That used to be a button they used to wear.
Yeah. And those were by the next, within 12 hours, this was the street where she was killed. And I remember I was with the clergy, and we were in a restaurant that had been set aside as a place for us to go in and just rest. And we were in there, and someone came into where we were sitting, getting some drinks and cooling off. And they said, "There's bodies in the streets. There's bodies in the streets. Please come." And we ran about a block down to where the murder had happened. I had gone out maybe 15 minutes before that to try to find a store that was open, and was walking, and I'd met the group, the anti-fascist group, marching. They were chanting. There was a huge march. And I had seen them on my way back into the restaurant, and had been back maybe 3 or 4 minutes when they came in, and he had plowed into them and killed her and injured a lot of other people.
Yeah, I met a couple of them that he had injured, and I got to tell you, it could have been worse.
Yeah,
it could have been worse.
After,
we thought it was worse.
After that guy pepper sprayed Daryl, I got sprayed too, and it wasn't. I'm fairly resistant to pepper spray, but being around all that violence, I was just kind of out of it. The pepper spray didn't take effect for quite some time after that, when it dripped in my eyes. And I walked away dazed, and Heather was there, and just this big smile, and it sort of made me feel a lot better. Then somebody washed stuff out of my eyes, and I just sort of wandered around dazed.
I think we all were that day. Just before we found out about the what Fields did, everybody was just pretty much worn out to the point that we couldn't move anymore. I mean, I was glad that I brought a cooler of ice water and some food, some drinks, and things like that. That was in my that was the back of my car, and I went over to the church that everybody was basically just hanging out at. You weren't allowed to go into the church if you had a firearm, so or if any kind of weapon.
Church, I think they had opened up for that purpose. Yeah.
But I was able to give people some fruit and things like that, and then we saw the ambulances going down the street, and we knew that something had gone down. We just thought that there was a fight, because that's all really was going on. If there were some people here and there that got into it, fighting some Nazis here and there, as we were winding down. And remember, what wound us down was the fact that the cops told us to leave, or rather, was it the police, or was it the national group?
I don't know, but they was on the megaphones saying you'll be arrested if you don't leave, and it was like 7 minutes before the attack on Heather that I left, and I had gotten separated from you. We joined in front of that church, and then remember I brought a whole bunch of eggs that were in your cooler that we also gave people, the hard-boiled eggs.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I was very glad that that we had that cooler, because it was a lifesaver for a lot of people.
That was the thing too with the anti-fascist group. People were taking care of each other, and it's always like that at these rallies. People take care of each other.
Yeah, this also, I should point out, and I have always been pointing this out, this is not the first time I saw things get this ugly. There was in 2002. No. Yeah, let me take that back. Let me knock it back a little bit. Was it 2002?
Yeah, the Battle of York.
Yeah, the Battle of York. I'm trying to remember. That was it was January 12th, 2002, and you had 300 Nazis and 400 or 500 of us, and they there was wars in the streets and everything, and one of the knuckleheads decided to drive into people, just like here. Nobody died. He went to jail for 2 years. And he got back. He came back out as a Buddhist, and he's not involved with anything, which is why I'm not going to say his name, because I haven't heard that he was involved with anything in the past 20 years. But that was my that was the worst that I have ever seen. The craziest that I have seen it. Until Charlottesville. Charlottesville is still the worst.
I mean,
what has gone on for the
Also,
past
2
8
police
years.
officers killed that day. That doesn't get
Right.
talked about very much. Yeah.
Yeah, they were the helicopter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Helicopter.
they just ran that chopper out of fuel. It was very hot, very humid, and the density altitude was so high that it used fuel faster than they expected. That's my understanding.
And it sucks for me because well, not sucks for me, but I remember I was sitting in the courtroom when they had shown the footage from the helicopter, and they were talking shit about all the protesters, those police officers. Yeah, I was there. I was in the courtroom for James Fields' sentencing.
One thing I'd like to talk about is with Charlottesville. I do a lot of community defense. I've been present at a number of car attacks. As a runner, I've been attacked by cars repeatedly. Then at protests at March of 2017, there was people don't realize this, but the people leaving the thing with Charles Murray, they drove through the crowd, and they drove off with somebody on the hood of the car at fairly high speed. The guy was thrown off the car at about 20-25 miles an hour, and luckily wasn't hurt. But also, Citizens for Prosperity during Occupy in DC, some person with diplomatic plates ran into a crowd, hospitalized 2 of my friends. My wife Laura was injured by this, and there's been every time I am, and at Black Lives Matter in Burlington, Vermont, there was a nasty car attack that could have killed one of my friends. I had my hand on my piece because it got so bad. But it's like in Vermont, I have always, the ComDef de-escalation people understand me. We see eye to eye, but it's like you have to take car attacks seriously. And one of the things I have been talking about is making check hedgehogs to put around stationary protests. They're like a big jack that you put on the ground, and if it stops cars. And it's like, I get liberals just talking against this. I mean, you just need to get 3 2x4s and put them together, and then you put an eye on it to put your pride flag in it, but it'll stop a car. And I get so frustrated that people say, oh, it's violent to put a barricade. No, that can save a life. Take car attacks seriously. Sorry to insert that. You can cut that.
Marina, I feel that so much. I was at a protest just a few weeks ago, and it was kind of one of those, no King's Day, like liberal leaning. And there was a big truck with Confederate flags, and he kept coming up right in front of the protest. There were little kids, and he was, I don't know, like making his tires make that sound and the smell. And people were just like, I was like wanting to grab those kids back, and they were like, "Hey, he's not going to do anything." And I was like, you don't know that. There's little kids right there. Like, and I think all of us who are there, it's like, we know how this can go bad really fast. You have to take it serious.
Yes, you do. And I'm actually surprised that things haven't been worse this summer. I'm really am surprised, but I think really it comes from the fact that we don't want it to be worse. But that still doesn't mean that we can't do anything, that we shouldn't do anything more. So we just have to bear that in mind as we go forward. Before we shut down for today, I got to give the palate cleanser. I got to do and the reason why we were there in Charlottesville was because of that damn statue.
Oh yeah, I want to see this.
And I want to end it. I'm going to just turn it on. Let us begin. In this scene right here, this was a couple of years ago. Off the top of my head, I don't remember. Just maybe a year or two ago. They decided that it was time for this to go. And I was down there for that beautiful day. And if you notice, it's a multi-cultural community that came out to see that statue off. Basically, the Nazis failed. They were replaced, and that statue doesn't exist anymore. We were talking earlier on the show yesterday, or rather on Friday, about the statues that are going back up thanks to Trump and but this is the last time we saw a statue. It has been melted down and repurposed.
It ain't coming back.
It's not coming back. The blood that was shed for this statue was not worthy. It's not worth this statue. This statue was not worth it. Or rather, I say, there was nothing that I mean, it was worth it to fight this. But this statue should have never existed in the first place. And now it doesn't. Now it doesn't.
Charlottesville should have never had to fight. They made their decision for their community, and that should have been the end of it.
That should have been the end of it. And but we also have to remember that we also got more fights. We also have a lot of more fights, and we got to have more vegetables like that. So without further ado, I want to thank everybody who have been watching us these past 2 days. I want to say again that we're going to be back on this Friday at 7 o'clock on
7 Eastern.
Anti-Fascist at 6
Central.
7 Eastern.
5 Mountain, 4 Pacific.
And the show is called good grief, Ask The name of the show is
Anti-fascism OG.
Okay, I didn't have the stroke. I mean, you didn't have the stroke.
I have no excuse.
so yeah, comes hear us, and like I said, it's not going to be behind a pay wall. You're going to be able to watch it. We want people to join us, but we would love your subscriptions. We'd love you to subscribe to us, and you'll be able to talk to us if you do that and everything. So
and for people following this channel, we got some cool stuff coming up. Morena's going to be coming on with some interviews. Is that right, Morena? Doing some shows?
I mean, it may be me, and maybe you, maybe Daryl. We haven't decided who's going to be interviewing people. I mean, basically found some really good people we can hand the mic to. I won't mention their names yet, so I don't spoil the surprise, and we haven't settled it. But there's some really cool people.
And I'm looking forward to it. And we can only do it if y'all supporting us. So please just subscribe or donate to One People's Project at via our website, onepeoplesproject.com. And I mean, because we're really pushing, because we need to get a lot of money, like real fast. 10,000 to be exact, over the next 2 months. So
and One People's Project and Daryl, they've been in this fight for a quarter of a century. And they need to keep fighting. So if you're looking for a way to take anti-fascist action and you've got some cash, send it Daryl's way.
Coming to over all of our ways.
All of our way. One People's Project.
I mean, everybody took care of me last year, but now One People's Project needs help. One People's Project really needs a lot of help. So thank you very much, everybody, for watching this, and we are going to see you soon. And I want to thank Beth and Marina for being a part of this. And all righty, take care, y'all. Peace.